Hello, Libra. How you guys doing? Time to get some mid-month messages on the table for y'all here today, okay? May mid-month messages. For those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, the information is in the description of this video. I am currently offering one-on-one Zoom call readings only. Now, for how long is it going to be that way? I don't know. For those of you who have followed me for any amount of time, you should know that when I make changes, nothing's ever written in stone. I don't know if it's going to last a month, 6 months, a year, or for fucking ever. I don't know. But for now, that's just the way life is. So, also, don't forget my tarot reading course for $11.11 if you're interested in that. But also don't forget to catch me over there on High Vibe TV. I've started my own series called Mastering the Matrix. There's also all kinds of other awesome talent over there on High Vibe TV. All the information for that is in the description of this video. All right, let's jump into this. I'm actually starting these off with general messages. General messages. Never done that before. In my whole tarot career, I've never started any videos off with general messages. So, oh, 9 of Pentacles, though. Hey, that looks pretty good, though. Looks pretty good. I don't know if you feel this way or not, but most people, at least when they look at you, they probably feel like you're somebody that has all your shit together. Now, I know some of you are probably like, damn, I do not have my shit together. But, I mean, that's the way it looks, you know. And that's kind of a funny illusion about this life. Don't we kind of all tend to have this thing inside of us where we feel like we're the only ones who don't have our shit together? And it seems like everybody else does. But the reality of the matter is everybody feels that exact same way. And it's funny, you know? So anyway, though, at least that's the impression that you're giving off, that you're very independent. You don't need nobody. You got your fucking thing going on. All right. Well, cool. Right on. Boom. Oh, yeah. You don't feel that way, though, do you? You don't feel that way. You may look that way, but you don't feel that way. Okay. Yeah. Some of you are up in your head wondering whether or not you should abandon your job. Or it's either wondering whether or not you should abandon your job, or you're up in your head overthinking whether or not you're about to get fired or laid off, possibly. For those of you nervous and scared, up in your head wondering whether or not you're about to get laid off or fired, I'm getting no. There's no reason to sit around and worry about that all day, every day. Now, this is tricky. Okay, this is just some of my own personal advice. This is tricky. And after 7 years on a manifestation path and having climbed multiple fucking mountains and manifested some amazing fucking things into my life, I'm still working on this. Do the best you can to think to yourself, well, okay, even if a worst case scenario comes along, you know what? It'll be a blessing in disguise. If the worst case scenario happens, it's only happening so that the universe can deliver me something better. So I'm not scared. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about losing my place of employment because you know what? It's going to end up turning out better than I ever thought that it would. Holding on to that, it's tricky. I'm not here trying to tell you it's easy. But I'm telling you, that works fucking wonders. That works wonders. But I am getting, though, that if you're worried about any kind of worst case scenario in regards to your income, your job, or I guess some of you, it could possibly be house too. Some of you may be wondering whether or not your home life is stable. You may be thinking you're going to get kicked out or end up homeless on the streets. I'm getting no, and no. And whatever worst case scenario you're sitting around dreaming up in your head, no. Don't worry about it. Do not sit around and worry about that. We humans, well, and they've programmed us to think that way. We are the only beings on this planet who can be sitting around in peace and comfort and paint up the most horrific, horrendous shit in our imagination that doesn't even fucking exist, and live in that place and flood our body with stress hormones and poison ourselves with our own fucking brain. Makes you sick as fuck. We're weird, ain't we? we're some weird ass fucking creatures, boy. I'm gonna tell you what. All right. Anyway, enough of that. General advice. Here. Okay, let me, while I'm shuffling this, one thing we are planning up, me and David, the Leo King. You know that show that we do every Monday, The Awakening Experience? That is on his YouTube channel, and it's on High Vibe TV as free content. It's in the works that we are going to be doing that in front of a live audience, where you will be able to purchase tickets to come and watch the recording of that show live. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, stay tuned. That's going to be coming out here. I'm going to talk to him tomorrow about, setting that up and setting up dates and whatnot. So there's nothing's officially written in stone as to when that's going to be set up, but we have been discussing that behind the scenes, me and David. All right. General advice. Bam. Four of Wands reversed. Four of Pentacles. Five of Cups reversed. Okay. Ace of Swords reversed. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Who was that yesterday that had something very, very similar to this? I don't remember. Some sign yesterday. I think it was Virgo, actually. Don't waste too much time sitting around trying to figure out whether or not you should make a move. Okay, with the Two of Wands in the reversed, Ace of Swords, people come to me all the time and ask me, should I questions. Should I go look for a new job? Should I move to a new state? Should I write this book I've been wanting to write? Should I start this YouTube channel I've been wanting to start? Should I? I get should I all the fucking time. And if any of you are sitting around wondering, should I? You want to know how you find out? You don't need to ask me shit. Try it. Try it. Fucking try it. The universe will tell you right away, yes or no. I remember back in 2020, was it 2020? When we had first moved to Las Vegas, we were renting that house. And my wife, who was my then fiance, we were going back and forth as to whether or not to buy a house. And we were weighing out the pros and cons, Do we sit in the same spot for the rest of our lives, or do we want to be free to move around? Should we rent? Should we buy? Should we rent, buy? Finally, I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to try it. So, you know what I did? I sat down with some mortgage people, some realtor people, whatever. Nope. Sorry, Mr. Lop. We can't approve you. Can't approve me? Don't you see I could easily pay this fucking thing off in a couple of years if I wanted to? Oh, no. We're not worried about that. Something, I don't even remember what it was, honestly. Something about my taxes. Tax information or something that I hadn't set up or claimed or filed a certain way or some fucking confusing shit. I don't even remember what it was. Anyway, nope, we can't approve you. Okay. Universe said no. About 6 months later, I was like, okay, well, I've got that information all squared away now. I'm going to try it again. Sat down with some different realtor mortgage people or whatever the fuck you call them. Nope. Sorry, Mr. Lop. We can't approve you. I'm like, well, okay. What the fuck, dude? Because the last people said that I needed this and I have that now. So now what's the fucking problem? And they rattled off some fucking confusing ass shit that made no sense. I probably would have needed a lawyer to explain that for me, to translate it, you know. Anyway, that's not even the point. The point of it is, universe said no. Okay. All right, then, universe. All right. Well, I guess you don't want me going nowhere. I guess you want me here in this spot in Las Vegas. And I'm trusting that when it's time for me to bust a new move, I'll feel it. You'll point me towards the direction of the next door that I need to go through, or whatever the case may be. But I'm trusting that you just don't want me buying a house right now. Okay. That was back 3 years ago. Now it makes sense, doesn't it? Now it makes perfect fucking sense. So don't sit around driving yourself too crazy trying to figure out, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that? Eventually, at some point, you will never get anywhere sitting around doing that all fucking day, every day. At some point, you got to take action. Okay. It's got to give yourself permission to take action. All right. Okay. I told Virgo almost the exact same fucking thing yesterday. Okie dokie. Okay. Now, since I haven't hit this very much for the month of May, we're going to look at the current person. If you are not experiencing any issues, problems, or concerns with your current person, this is not for you. What's the problem? What's going wrong? What's the issue between Libra and the person they are currently with? What's the dealio, Emilio? What's going on? There it is. Uh-oh. Some of you suspect a third party. Or maybe for some of you, there may be a third party. Either A, they suspect a third party on your end, or B, you suspect a third party on their end. I don't know whether or not there is yet. I'm not even going to speak on that yet, but I am seeing that energy in the air very heavily. 2 more shuffles. Queen of Pentacles reversed. King of Wands. Yeah, I'm just... all I'm seeing here, there could be a battle of control between the two of you too. Some of you, there may be some financial codependence or suspected financial codependence as a very superficial connection. And it just kind of feels like the connection's almost gone between the two of you. Again, I'm kind of feeling a battle of control too. The two of you aren't coming together. There needs to be a balance. I don't care what the fuck these idiots on the internet say today. There needs to be a balance between power and submission. Okay? Needs to be a balance. The two of you need to learn to be able to bend and flex at the appropriate time. In this situation, you back down and let me fucking do this. In this situation, I'll back down and let you do this. You know, there needs to be an equal, the two of you need to be able to sway and flow like this, you know, and that's not happening between the two of you. It almost kind of feels to me like both of you are like my way or the highway, and that ain't never gonna fucking work. No, it ain't. See, now there's this movement, though. There's this movement to try to make things go back to the way they were in the 50s. And that's a whole other can of worms that I don't have time to fucking talk about today. But there needs to be an equal, you know, we need to be able to bend and flex, you know, between when I'm in control and when you're in control, and when I'm in control and when you, and there's no bending and flexing here. The two of you just don't mesh like a set of gears, you know. And damn, the 9 of Swords again. It's your favorite card today, isn't it? So, yeah, this connection, it's getting to the point where this connection isn't serving you anything good. Some of you, it's affecting your career, starting to perform poorly at work. But I'm not seeing separation happening anytime soon. Okay. That's kind of scattered and all over the place. I'll burn some sage here. I just brought a very thick, heavy, nasty, shitty, energetic cloud into my room here. Let's get the sage burning. Clear the air. Get out of here, demons. You ain't welcome here. All right. Hang on. There we go. Okay. All righty. Let's take a look at this person's energy and see how they feel about you. How they feel about you. How do they see you? What do they want from this connection? Do they want to work this out with you? What's going on? Let's see. Page of Swords. Okay. I don't think they trust you. I think they strongly suspect that you have a third party. I don't know if they suspect that you're seeing somebody at work, or they suspect you either have your eye on someone, or currently talking to someone, or at least thinking about someone else. They don't trust you. Yeah. Okay. Death card reversed. So I think they want this to work out between the two of you. They just have no idea how to go about making that happen. They don't know what the problem is or how to go about figuring out what the problem is. And I have a real strong feeling that even if they did know what the problem was, they wouldn't even know how to go about fixing it. I don't think so. Ace of Swords reversed. They don't even really feel the connection between the two of you as strong as they once did. Not quite. Not really. Yeah, they don't know how to talk to you. And they're just suspecting the worst. They're suspecting the worst. Some of you, they probably try to snoop and spy on you, too. Like, if you ever leave your phone laying around, they probably try to go through it when you're not looking. That type of shit. There's a big lack of trust here. Big lack of trust. They feel like something is very, very off, but they don't know what the problem is or how to go about fixing it. Now, let's see the outcome. What's the outcome? Well, let's take a turn for the best or take a turn for the worst. What's going on here? What's the outcome? Now, I'm not seeing a decision being made one way or the other. Okay, nope. For those of you wondering whether or not somebody is abandoning this, no, I don't think so. I don't see you going anywhere. You're waiting for the right moment. I do see the two of you trying to talk this out. I see the two of you trying to talk this out, but it kind of feels to me like whatever conversation you all have to try to work on things is all talk and no action. You know? Hey, whenever there's a hiccup in a relationship, man, I'm going to tell you what, it's really, really, okay, so the first thing we got to do is we got to sit down and have a conversation about what needs to be done. That's hard enough. But what's even harder is to follow through with what we say we're going to do and keep following through with that. Whatever changes need to be made to make those changes and to have two people constantly working on themselves. You know, that's tough. I'm seeing a lot of talk and no action here between one, the other, or both of you. I don't know. But I see an attempt to talk things out and try to work things out and make things happen. But Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah, all talk and no action. Well, what's the advice then? What is the advice? Ooh. Chariot. Okay. Oh, 7 of Wands. 6 of Swords. All right. So I'm going to break this up into a couple of different groups of you. Break us up into a couple of different groups. For those of you dealing with a situation that has been long term, like you've been with this person for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. Okay. How long has this cycle been spinning on repeat? Because one thing that I personally have noticed in my experience is that it happens once, okay. Happens twice, happens 3 times, okay, this is a cycle. This is a cycle. This is a straight up cycle, you know. Now, again, everybody's different. Every situation is different. But whenever you find somebody who's really willing to do the work, you'll be able to sit back and watch them work on themselves and put forth honest work and effort. What most people do is they talk about what they need to do and what needs to be done, and then they don't do it. They just don't do it because that type of work is uncomfortable. The inner work that needs to be done to make a relationship successful on both ends is so uncomfortable and it's not fun that most people just don't fucking do it. You know? So you have to ask yourself, do I believe that Tinkerbell is going to come fly over me and my person and sprinkle magical pixie dust on us and like make this start working out magically? If not, might be time to start thinking about either moving on or just fucking dealing with it and accepting that this is what I got for the rest of my life. I'm not going to say do one thing or the other. Now, for those of you who this isn't really all that long term, maybe y'all have been together 6 months, a year, something like that, pay attention to this. First thing that's very important to understand, and I tell everybody this, so I'm not just singling you out. The key to a successful relationship is very simple. Are you ready? It's going to blow your mind. I'm going to tell you the secret. Here's the key. I work on me with you by my side. You work on you with me by your side. Bam, that's it. 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 That's the secret. But you know what the problem is? There's a fucking epidemic in this world of spoiled ass, entitled little fucking brats who like to point the finger at everybody else and blame their problems on everybody else. You're the one that needs to change. You're the one that's doing something wrong. You're the one that needs to do this. You're the one that needs to stop doing that. And if you would just quit doing this, and if you would just start doing that like I want you to, and if you. And if that's your mentality, I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. I don't care if you're an Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo. I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, Mexican, gay, straight, Christian, Catholic. I don't give a fuck. If that's your mentality, you're the problem. If you're a human walking around on 2 legs on planet Earth, you got some fucking work to do. And if you ever want a relationship to work out successfully, the only thing you can do as an individual is go inside and say, how can I work on me? How can I improve me for this relationship? How can I work on how I respond to that type of situation? How can I work on how I perceive this? How can I work on the way I look at that? How can I work on this emotional trigger? How can I work on letting go of this baggage? How can I work on these expectations that are getting in my way? How can I work on me? We always point the finger and it's always outside of us. Have you noticed that? It's always outside of us. Either A, we're looking outside of us for the answer to something, right? Or we're looking outside of us to blame our problems. See what I'm saying? The solution to my problems is outside of me. The cause of my problems is outside of me. You know, what needs to change is outside of me. What needs to happen in order to make me happy is all outside of me. Everything we think is all out here. No, it ain't. What's out here? When you look around at your life, what's out here? You know how that got there? You manifested that yesterday by the energy in here. That's the way it really works. All righty. Now let's look at the next connection due to come in. Next soul contract due to come into Libra's life. I don't want that deck. How about this one? Man, I love this one, but it's kind of starting to get a little bit fucked up. I don't think it's going to last long. All right. All righty. Next connection due to come into Libra's life. Yeah. What day is today? Hang on. Is today Saturday? I just took a big old long ass nap. Just took like a fucking 4-hour nap. Oh, today's Saturday. Oh, okay. My bad, y'all. I'm spacing out over here. I'm thinking today's fucking Sunday. Okay, cool. Right on. All right. Sorry about that. Next connection due to come into Libra's life. Okay. Boop, boop, be doop. Boop, boop, be doop. Bam. Uh-oh. 5 of Swords. I'm feeling some ulterior motives here. 2 of Wands reversed. Oh, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Some of you are connecting with somebody at the workplace. Okay. You know what I'm feeling here? Somebody that has a lot of feelings for you that you don't really have feelings for. And I really feel I hate to sound too specific, but definitely feels like a workplace connection. But yeah, I'm really feeling a real strong sense of this person really being into you. Like really being into you. And you're just not really all that into them. You don't really know if you want to commit to this. You don't really feel a connection that you would like to feel. It just doesn't really feel right coming from your end. Communication between the two of you is a little bit not that great. Okay. So it's going to be a rough, bumpy start. You're kind of a little bit on and off and not 100% sure. And, just a flippy floppy Libra. Yeah, there you go. I ain't said that one in a while. Have a flippy floppy Libra, back and forth. That's what I used to say back in the day for my new followers. Like here's your scale and it's like this, clunk, right? And then when you take one weight off of this side, it goes clunk. And then you take a weight off of this side and it goes clunk. And it's just always clunk, back and forth and flippy floppy, back and forth. Not 100% sure. You may think you like them one day and then the next day, no, not really. And then the next day, yeah, man, I'm really digging this person. And then, no. You kind of chew a little bit funny when you're eating and, all this silly ass shit going on up in your head. And it's a rough, bumpy start between the two of you, but they are fucking digging you. They digging you, though. Could be a Pisces for some of you. Also have Taurus here. Okay, well, let's look at their energy and their intentions and see what kind of person they are. What kind of person are they? How do they see you? How do they feel about you? What do they want with you? Are they wanting to marry you? Are they what's going on with this person here? Okay, Knight of Wands in the reverse. So they do want to take things slow, though. They're just really immature. They're ready to jump straight into this. Like they had this back and forth battle going on in their mind where they want to jump head first into this, but they know that that's inappropriate. So they're trying to take it slow. They don't want to push you away is what it is. They don't really want to push you away. I think they're getting a little bit of a complex because they can tell that you ain't really feeling it the way they are. Yeah, it's giving them a little bit of a complex, man, honestly. A little bit of a complex. They can tell you're not feeling it quite as strong as they are, so they're a little bit shy, low self-confidence, low self-esteem. And let's be honest. If you're not feeling it and they start displaying behaviors or casting vibrations of having little to no self-confidence, then that's going to be even more off-putting, isn't it? You know, then you're really going to be like, yeah, I wasn't feeling you before, but now you got fucking low self-esteem. It's I don't know, man. Anyway, though, yeah, they can tell you ain't quite feeling it like they are, so they're a little bit shy. Got low self-confidence, low self-esteem. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, both reversed. Can't really see this deck very well on here, can you? There he is. There we go. All right. Well, shit. That didn't tell me much. Okay. Outcome time then. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? Page of Swords. So y'all are still talking, but I don't really see you wanting to jump in and go past the talking phase. Yeah, you're not making a decision right now until you get to know them a little bit better. Not really. You got 1 foot out the door. 1 foot out the door. I don't see. There we go with the Fool card reverse. So you're not jumping head first into this. Having a hard time catching the feelings that you want to catch. And you got 1 foot out the door. 1 foot out the door. But I'm honestly not really seeing a decision being made at all. I just kind of see you sitting and overthinking it. Comparing them to the last person you got with, thinking about you're painting the picture in your mind of exactly what you want. And the more you do that, and the more you see that this person does not fit that picture in your mind of what you think you want, the less interested you become. And I kind of see you like backing away from this person, man. Let's get the advice here. I want to see if that's even a good idea. This is the important part. I'm going to tell you what, I don't know about any other fucking reader out there on YouTube, but when you come to Rich Lop's channel, the most important fucking part of the video is the advice. That's the most important part. Back when I first, of course, I don't watch tarot readers anymore. I haven't, I'll pop in and say hi, whenever I see Ramblin' Mike going live or Illust Illuminator or somebody like that. I'll pop in and say hi, but as far as actually sitting and watching a tarot reading, I haven't done that since fucking 2019, maybe. But back when the last time I was a tarot viewer and I was paying attention to what was happening in the tarot community, nobody was giving advice. I didn't see anybody giving advice. I didn't see it. Maybe there were. I'm not saying there weren't, because I'm sure some fucking tarot reader will probably hear that and say, oh, I was giving advice back in 2018. I didn't see it. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'm not just going to lead my subscribers spinning in circles and spinning in circles and spinning in circles and spinning in circles. That's why I give advice. This is the important part right here. All right. What's the advice for this situation? What's the advice? Page of Swords reversed. Okay. All right. Well, first things first. We tend to have this thing that we do where we paint a picture in our mind of exactly what we want. And then we compare somebody to that picture we have painted in our mind, and that's what we base our opinion on. However, what makes you think that picture you have painted in your mind of what you think you want, what makes you think that's what you actually need? Huh? What part of you, psychologically, is painting that picture? That part of you, of your ego analytical thinking brain that's painting that picture in your imagination, believe it or not, it's not a spyglass into the future. It's a rear view mirror. It's nothing but a record of past experiences. Nothing that you have ever learned in the past is sufficient enough to be able to figure out how to create something unlike anything you've experienced before. If it could, you would have it already. So let's try not to get too hung up on what we think we want, because we humans, our ego brains, are fucking stupid. we're idiots, dude. We don't know what the hell we really need. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know exactly what we need. So let's try to rest in the middle somewhere and think, what are the possibilities that I would even be able to imagine what my fucking person is really going to be like? I'm not going to be able to imagine that. That part of me that paints a picture in my imagination is nothing but a record of past experiences. I've never experienced anything successful. If I had ever experienced a successful relationship, I'd still be in it and I wouldn't need to watch tarot videos. So since I've never experienced a successful relationship, what am I basing this picture in my imagination on? Maybe the person the universe has picked for me is somebody unlike anybody I've ever dealt with before. So much so that I wouldn't be able to paint a picture of them in my imagination accurately in a million fucking years. So let me just take a step back and just give it 1 month. Let's give it 1 month. Try the best you can to have a blank slate. I know that's hard because these things that we do, we tend to do it like psychologically, or I'm sorry, subconsciously, and we don't realize it. Try to give it a month. Give it a month. After 1 month, ask yourself these 3 questions. Do I know exactly how this person feels about me? Do I know exactly what their intentions are? And do I know for a fact that I can trust them? Those 3 things. If you are confused about any of those 3 things after consistently talking to someone, seeing someone, dating someone for 1 month, back away. Back away. There is no reason in the world why you should be confused about how the person the universe has picked for you feels about you, what their intentions are, or whether or not you can trust them. All right? Okie dokie. I feel like those were the messages that my Libra friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along once again. I greatly appreciate the love, support, and positive feedback y'all still be showing me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. You can purchase my tarot course for $11.11. And don't forget to catch me over there on High Vibe TV with my new series, Mastering the Matrix. We're going to change some fucking lives with that, boy. Yup, 2024. That's going to be the year that changes your life. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now. Thank you all again for tuning in. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.